Scott Madover, and I'm the regional director for both Alameda County, San Mateo County, as well as the Santa Clara County. I've been with Telecare now for almost 19 years. I think our job is to engage and develop relationships with our clients and to accept them where they are and to be with where they are. When we do that, we then are able to then work with them, and even if they say they don't have a drug or alcohol problem, if you have that kind of relationship, at some point they're going to trust you enough to start talking to you about what's really going on and trying to get the help that they need. I think that change is really difficult. I think that we all look at in our own lives about changing something. And if it was really easy to do, we would all be doing it. But we don't do it, and we struggle with it, and we avoid it, and we don't deal with it, and then something comes into our lives and we're like, oh, there it is again. And at some point, we find some internal motivation to say, I want to do something about this, or I'm done. I've had enough. And that's the same process with people around substance abuse or mental health, is that they need to kind of come to terms with it, but we all have to go on that journey and that place and allow people that time to go on that journey to realize around that. But I always talk to clients about how difficult change is, and also we don't know what the outcome of change will be, but we do know what the outcome is going to be as it lives right now. And we as human beings tend to go towards what we know rather than the unknown. They're doing the exact same thing. So why do we keep pressuring them to make changes when we ourselves, and I'll say I, struggle the same way around other kind of issues? So one of the ways that I think we came to this was from both staff and also from clients, talking to clients about what would be most useful for you. And so many of them would tell me, I just want to be heard. I want somebody to understand me. And that's where we started to look at really integrating this new approach. So for a client, the 16 weeks was developed in a way that they can come in at any point. So they could come in on week 5 and be as welcomed if they're as being in group 1. So people could come in at any point of the group. The approach was to provide the information and then to see what the client wanted or not wanted to do with it. So if they said they didn't want to talk, it wasn't a place of pushing, it was more a place of just letting that be. What we also found was that we wanted to make sure that the teams knew about each topic each week. So that way, during the week, they might all of a sudden have a moment of, of acknowledging something that happened in the group. So we wanted to make sure that it was both used in the group, but as well as can be used outside of the group by any of the team from the program. What I love about the 16-week curriculum for the co-occurring education groups, I would have to probably say, is that we are finally doing something as a company directly addressing those who are in the more ambivalent place about change, and without being judged for what they're thinking, feeling at that moment. Because again, it's about a moment in time. That moment's going to change, and it's okay, but let them have it. Because I would want somebody to do the same for me with my change. That I would want them to be able to accept my moments of ambivalence, or am I making the right decision, and not judge it, not shame it, not make it into something bad, but make it into just part of the journey. And that's what I want to do for clients.